funny though. I'm saying still. That last video, I didn't say anything. And so it really surprised me. That it was getting any views at all. So okay. Okay. No. What was I thinking a year ago? You know, I felt when I turned on my camera last time, I thought that eventually I'd say something. And I have wanted to say something. You know, I think I wanted to say something in that last driving segment too. And, you know, I've had a few days where, you know, I think about doing exactly this. When it's easier just to listen to music or drive in silence. Where does that get me? I think maybe I should think of where I was. So when I made all those videos a while back, I had just quit a job that I hated so bad. It was killing me. And I stopped making videos. Well, I made a video right before I went to Japan, and I went there for 11 days. And that was fun. Well, when I came back, I immediately went into like job hunting mode. And then I got one. And I had also got back into World of Warcraft at that time. And so that has probably, in addition to this job that I've had this whole time, I'm still working that job, has probably just deleted my ability or want or drive to speak or improve on talking mainly about the things that I like, about the things that I've talked about so far. And, you know, the first few months at this job, I actually spent a lot of time drawing stuff and writing. And I also have a whole notepad of things that I want to say and things that I think are at least worth me saying to a camera to either help me remember or help me process things share it. I don't really know what I get out of it. I think what is exciting to me right now, though, is I'll segue this is I made a meme account on Instagram, and it is, maybe I'm late to the party, but I think it's really it's interesting to get views and to get likes and things. My meme account, of course, as all memes are, they're usually stolen. I don't make any of those. I just find them and they're funny, and so I share them. So it's I guess that account is just a way for me to share what I think's funny. And I think in the past, I'd probably just save those and send them to my Discord server with my friends there. But the job I mentioned has really robbed me. I guess it's easy to scapegoat and say it's the job's fault, but it's me making me go to that job and work overnights and then sleep all day. So I don't see my family really a lot. And when they do see me, I'm exhausted, miserable, unhappy. And the friends that I made, or the friends that I had the ability to talk to at that job that I hated, I'm not available anymore during those times, and I get to chat with them sometimes, but sometimes has become fewer and fewer, and I can't really blame them because I'm not around, I'm not available, and when I am, I'm probably tired or distracted or not up to date with whatever interests they're in, or maybe I'm not willing to dive into the next flavor of the month Steam game. So really, I'm just incredibly lonely. And I see my options out. And for some reason, I just don't make that choice to fix the problem. Yesterday's problems are here again today, and every day. I think something that this time alone I've had in this job that I work has made me realize is why. I'm gonna pivot here for a second. My grandfather died on my mom's side. He's actually wasn't my mom's dad, but he was married to my grandma. When he was dying, it was slow, and he got cancer. Okay. And when he was dying, he was super fixated on telling me that I needed to get a degree, to get an education. And I was very mad at him. It like broke my heart, basically. This was years ago, and maybe I didn't have enough life experience yet, or maybe it just wasn't my time. I discounted getting an education because I thought, one of the reasons, I'm sure, is I thought I'd be dead. I was trying to not be alive. I've been trying not to be alive since I was like 16. So I just didn't see the value in investing in my future. Even now, that's hard to see. But my point is that I am realizing that I need to upskill or to get an education. So I have started working on that. And I hope that helps me find more reasons to be here, to stay. I'm exhausted from like side grading jobs, just hopping to whatever's next, and the money is not enough. I remember getting excited in like 2015 or 16 for like a 50-cent raise. That was big then for some reason. And then, a year or two ago, when I got that other job that I hated, I think I got like a $3 raise, and it wasn't in the industry that I have an associate's in, which, by the way, my associates, worthless. It feels like it to me. It feels like it was worthless, like I wasted time and money. But that $3 raise was huge, and the job I took last year that I'm working now was a $2 decrease. And for a while I was happy with that. Or, well, I guess I felt even, maybe. I'm not really sure what word I'm thinking of. I've been driving in a straight line for a while. I passed my turn a while ago. So I think I started talking. And I knew that I'd reach my destination before I finished talking. So to talk, and because I felt when I had quit that job a year ago that it was just huge. It was huge for me. It was an absolute win. I felt so much better, and I felt like I was a person again. and I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I'm like, my voice is cracking because I just am like kind of reliving how much of a relief that was to get out of there. My job I'm working now might not be that exact same flavor of torture, but I'm burned, and I feel like I'm smarter than my job, and that maybe to some degree I look for more in my coworkers than they may be paid to work, or I think somewhere deep down I realized that that's not a them problem, but that's a me problem, and maybe I'm trying too hard somewhere that could never make me feel like spending my time in the right place. Something I did that I wanted to talk about, and maybe I'll be mentioning it here, will make me want to write things down, or at least find some notes about it, is in February of last year, I went cold turkey. I guess that's a phrase you can use. I guess a better, more clear phrase would be that I stopped taking my medicine that I took for mental health reasons. And so February last month was the anniversary of that, and so at that time I was reflecting a lot, and I think eventually I'd like to talk about my opinion on like psychiatric medicine from a patient's perspective, and maybe even my experience with my failed experiences with therapy, and maybe even just my experience in general with mental health stuff in the industry as a professional and also as a patient, because I have worked in that field for a little bit now. I guess a year, because that's the job I took. But overnight probably isn't a great example of the typical experience. So if you're okay, having a lot of time to yourself and missing out on the rest of your life during the things that happen during the day, go for a night shift job, sure. But if you want your friends and you like the life you have, maybe stick to the day like everyone else. It's not so bad that way. I did write some things down that I wanted to say, but the problem with recording while driving, even if I'm at a stoplight, and using my phone as a recorder is that I can't really check my notes, and I don't really I'm playing with my nails, sorry. As you can see, I don't ever really edit anything, and I don't really plan on it. I think that I'm okay with that. Kind of forgot what I was going to say. But I think that's what makes the words come out, right? I think it may be another way of me making an excuse to not say things, or I'm afraid to say things. And I'm sure in my past videos it may not seem that way. It's been a while. And another funny thing is, which I'm sure I'm doing, is if you've spoken to me in real life, that I don't quite talk the way that I'm talking right now. I think there's some sort of cadence that I have, or rhythm, when I'm monologuing, or monologuing. I think that I'm giving you a sermon, but there's no one but me to give me reactions. I do enjoy the live format for the streams I used to do. That was pretty fun. I enjoyed those. I like. I've also been trying to think of ways to break out of this format that I put myself in, where I think it's best that, at least for me, to keep this keep this as an outlet for me, really, is that I keep it personal, and that I don't try to I don't want to really include other people too much, at least in things like this. But speaking of outlet, I think something that I hate saying that, okay? Alright, so there's a comment on one of my other videos. I was like, yeah, he sure thinks a lot. Please shut up, okay? Damn. So I believe another thing that made me stop sharing was, I think, jeez, okay. I'm under the impression that sharing my channel with some people has harmed my anonymity with this. I know having my face on the channel, having my face on YouTube isn't very anonymous, but I do try to avoid anything that would give clues to my real identity, barring my first video. If you do some sleuthing on that one, on the Face of God video, I'm sure you can find some clues as to who I am. But I think sharing it with people that I know ability to share, and it makes me afraid. And I think that silent video was a good example of that, is that I want to say something, and I'm so frustrated with the situation I put myself in. And I'm frustrated with my life, and I want to be animated and say things that I would want to say again, or things that I'd only want to say once, so I don't have to say them ever again. I've kind of drawn on long